What did you learn about or share about your industry during your time in this course?
I've learned plenty from this class, both academically and personally. Week 3 in particular changed a lot about how I view the game industry as a whole. Going into this program, I've already spent majority of my life following this industry via news outlets, podcasts, and following big industry names on social media. Until very recently, I was just doing this for fun, as gaming was my main hobby growing up, so why shouldn't I just try to learn everything I can about how games are made and the people making them? Without TEM, I'm pretty sure I'd still be seeing me following this industry as nothing but a fun pastime, rather than looking for work. Thank you, TEM.
What did you learn about your own future in it during this period of industry exploration?
To be honest, job security has been my biggest fear, which has only been getting reinforced due to the current mass company layoffs that are happening right now across the industry. Wow, Microsoft, that was totally smart of you to buy a bunch of game companies that you proceeded to do absolutely nothing with while promoting Starfield as the next big thing. But now that that game's failed, you've just begun to gut all those companies who have done nothing wrong to y'all. What a fantastic business strategy you got there, Phil Spencer. After doing a bit more research into the life of game designers, I've discovered that it's mostly contract work until you find yourself a decent company that you can settle down at permanently. Most gaming companies, though, like Capcom for example, have some pretty high expectations set on their skill requirements through the job postings. But once you actually get into the interview, all they really want to know is, do you know how to program or draw or 3D model? Or, do you know how a game engine works? Which hopefully by the time you're applying to these jobs, those are questions you should be able to confidently say yes to, and the job will be pretty much yours. As long as you are confident in your ability, no matter the state of the industry, you will always have somewhere to work, and you will always have somewhere to be.
Going forward, how will you apply the skills and concepts you've gained to your future success, both in your academic career as well as your professional career?
TEM has introduced me to so many new aspects of the game industry that I had just never knew existed. Like, yeah, I've seen a few recordings from GDC, but I had no idea that they weren't press/invite-only conferences. I knew professional organizations existed for many career paths, but I had no idea the Game Developers Association even existed, and let alone knew that they were fighting for my rights as an individual in the workplace. I knew making connections was incredibly important, but I had no idea that I've already found myself surrounded by fellow developers in the public discords I frequent. There are so many things that I can apply to my life and studying process that I cannot thank TEM enough for, but I can also confidently say that there are so many things in my life that I was already doing correct that TEM had reintroduced to me. Finally, I'd just like to say, as long as I stick to my plan of attack and keep that updated with every class and even every week going forward when I'm in the industry, nothing is going to stop me from succeeding.
If you could give the upcoming TEM classes some advice, what words of wisdom would you offer those students to help them get the most they can from this experience?
Don't overthink it. Looking at your industry of choice from the outside always seems like it's the scariest thing in the world. But once you start to dive in and actually do some research on the industry that you love, you're going to start to notice a lot of overlap in things that you're already doing in your life, like following a game developer on Twitter or sharing your art with friends and strangers, talking confidently about things you already know. The only person who's going to stop yourself from breaking into the industry of your choice is yourself, and I believe in every one of you.